Yo, yo, yo. Yo, we playing today? Dude, hop on.
Yo,
Yo,
how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good also.
Awesome, awesome. Yo, I'm a little bit late, but I had a meeting
Oh, no
for
problem.
my project in Albania. So.
Yeah, I started playing right now also.
Oh,
My
great.
school ends at 5:30.
Oh my days, oh my days. Solo victory cups are coming back. Sunday,
Really?
8 March.
For it?
Yeah.
Bro. Oh my,
You can't even play, bro.
I know, no, I swear, if like it's coming back like in 2 months, I can play.
Yeah, I know, but the first one is over within a week. Wait, it's wait, it's this Sunday already. Oh my days.
Yeah, it's this Sunday. It's like you need to be Unreal.
Yeah, but I am Unreal, so it's
Yeah, I
fine.
know.
I'm winning that shit, bro. I'm not even lying.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, I thought there was a new gun. I don't know why, but like they added like a update.
Yeah, I know. It's for the pickle rig skin and
Oh,
for a few skins and some map changes.
yeah, I
Let's
thought
land
it
here.
was the the Valentine's thing
The what?
update. The Valentine's update.
Oh, they got rid of it, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this your drop spot?
It used to be with my old duo, but my old duo is like really sick right now.
Oh, I'm going for this. Oh, they added the suppressed SMG. Oh, they added look
Bomb?
the combat.
Oh, I hate that thing. No, it's the Ranger. That's the Ranger.
No, that's the combat. Look, there's two things.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, you're right.
I got macros. You can take that. Wait, do you know the scroll wheel thing?
Scroll wheel pickup, yeah. But I don't use it
Yeah, yeah. Why?
because I scroll between my weapons. That's like my build,
Oh,
my
you
build
scroll
bind
between
and
that weapons.
yeah. So that's my build bind
Oh.
and my
Wait.
weapon bind. I have the
Oh.
weirdest keybinds ever. It's crazy.
I played the like one of the most normal weapons in the game. You edit with which key?
What?
Like key do you edit with?
I use my scroll wheel for my
Resetting?
wall. I use my scroll wheel for. Wait, I can open my settings if you want. No, wait. Okay, wait. You can
Wait, you wanna
if you.
take the chuck?
Uh, no, I'm good. If you look at my stream, you will see
Yeah,
that I don't have. Oh, I. Okay, wait, that's crazy.
Bro, I can't find my plumber.
So I'm Unreal 80,000 right now.
Oh, nice. I'm just playing reload because it's more fun.
Yeah, but the thing
Do you have a
is,
jetpack?
when you die once, you're just screwed. I have a jetpack, yes.
Let's rotate to send. Oh, there's a fight. There's some. 9, 18.
Where are they?
He was white. Oh,
Who's flying here?
yeah. You push. I'm coming back.
$150?
Nice. 100.
Whoa!
One shot.
Yo, what the fuck? Where? What? Okay.
18. Let me just get this kill.
That guy is really low.
Yeah, they killed him. Just, I'm gonna... No, fuck, I'm screwed.
Yeah, you can break the brick. Build. You can insta break it. You can insta break it. Yeah, good.
What the... How do you know that?
Bro, I'm a nerd. I play this game way too much.
But you like...
That's the right IGL role, you know. You need to know everything in the season.
I know, but like, I play reload. I know everything about reload, but...
Yeah, but you need to play this. You need to play this. Reload is just fragging.
Yeah. Bro, who is shooting me? Like... Why is he shooting me? There's a launch pad there. Bro, I can't build it. I can't.
You didn't finish it.
Bro. I have no mats. Oh my...
GG.
What if I have mats there, like, their ass at the game?
Did you
Then
go
let
up?
me lock in next match.
Did you go up anything?
No. I think I... Well, my rank goes protected, so... Bro, my ping is so bad right now, I don't know why. It's like... Normally it's 75, 80, right now it's 90. And shit like that.
So I might have to leave soon. Because
Okay.
I need to fix a lot of things. Did I tell you that I was gonna cycle to Albania for 2,200 kilometers and at
I heard that
22,000.
on stream,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I
But
heard that
before you
you're
can
doing
go
that for
there,
charity.
you need to, you know, fix a lot of things. You can not just randomly go.
Yeah. I heard that like you did for charity.
I'm doing it for charity. Yes, 22,000. I'm trying to raise 22,000 euros for charity.
Oh, nice.
Because a lot of Albanian kids can't go to school because they don't even have the money to go to school.
Yeah.
And that makes that people that have poor parents will just stay forever poor, you know.
Yep.
And I feel like every child needs a chance.
Needs to go to
Yeah,
school.
yeah. No, at least get a chance to go to school. Okay.
Yeah.
You can always choose to not go, but. I'm getting the truck. Come with me.
Little control. If you want. Also, should I explain what the French guy said?
Oh yeah, go for it. They joined and they were just yapping and I don't know what they said.
Yeah, they just said like, well, is it good? Like, do you feel good to cheat? Like, how do you like shoot me like that? They said, shut your bitch ass up, you motherfucker, or something like that.
Like I don't get
Yes.
it because it was not even that impressive.
No, I think it was from the, you killed someone when he was rebooting. No,
Oh yeah,
he
Yeah.
was invisible.
it was his teammate.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, wow. And because the guy that I killed before that, I killed. Well, I was coming from
Yeah, I saw
a
that, I saw
pretty
that.
height with the shockwave,
Yeah.
fierce shockwave.
They were just like swearing.
But I'm not gonna lie, my aim is kind of good. My AR and
Yeah.
SMG aim.
My pumping is good. What? Bro, they had. Oh. I didn't know that.
The normal scar? Did you get that out of a chest?
Yeah, I swear.
Oh,
Not from the
what?
old chest. But like. Wait, so did you play like on chapter 4 or?
I started playing in chapter 3 the last season of chapter 3. So
Okay.
yes, I played chapter 4.
So you experienced the old movements.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I grew up with the old movement, but I'm happy it got changed, you know.
Why, bro? It's like, it's not fun. It's so realistic.
Yes, and I feel like
I
the
like.
new movement is good.
Yeah, it's good, but like I like the old movement.
Wait,
more.
1 second, 1 second.
Oh, this chest here is so weird. Oh, there's an iron pop for you.
I have one, but which color is it?
Oh.
Yeah, I have one.
Where should we go? Like, go to-
Yeah, I guess we can just jump around a little and just see if we
Yeah.
meet people.
Oh, if you want, we can go from the underground tunnels.
To Lethal. You wanna go to Lethal then?
Yeah, okay.
But let's get in together. You need to go to the other side for Lethal.
And I'm just gonna check if there's a chest here. There was no chest. Oh. Should I grab like 6 minis or a flowberry mist?
I have 3 big pots and a flowberry mist, so you can take the minis.
Okay.
Yo, Justa, what's
There's
up, bro?
a-
How we doing?
Mythic chest, but like I can't go in. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god.
Oh, you got a key card for the mythic chest.
Wait, did I?
Yeah. I marked it down here. The purple ping, the purple thing.
Oh.
Pick it up and take it to the door. No. Come back.
Wait, is there everywhere though?
Yeah. In everything is a
Oh.
door.
Forgot.
I'm doing great, bro. I'm just playing some
didn't know
Fortnite,
that.
chilling, playing some ranked. I'm doing great, dude.
Nice.
And now I'm doing
Oh my-
even better because
Mitch-
you're in the stream.
Oh. Spaz.
Where you from, dude?
I got a golden spaz.
Yo, come up here.
Okay. You want a spaz?
Oh, I heard someone.
I can go.
Above.
Here. I can't go in.
Is he going up or down? Or is he going down?
You're going up, I think.
No, but he's out. He's outside.
Put
Cool.
this. Open. Just rotate like this one.
Oh, right here. Come.
Where?
One died.
How do you? Oh, you heard it, right?
Right above you.
Why are they blocking every path? Like, stop blocking it. I'm just gonna run, bro. If I break this, I'm gonna break it. Yellow, bro. Wait. Okay. There's a third party coming. Shit. They're here.
Oh fuck.
Did he hear you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. No, he didn't see me.
Okay.
I'm lurking on him.
No, he's gone. He's jetpacked.
He's right in front of me.
I fuck this.
I'm missing every shot. I'm so bad. No, I'm just following them. I don't care.
Yeah,
The lurking.
I need to.
Oh
Let's go
shoot!
zone, bro.
I'm getting
We shouldn't-
shot at.
We should not play like in storm.
Right here.
There's
Yeah, I
people
can't
there,
shoot.
yeah. 13.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great, bro. That's great. Let's go.
Yeah, do you have your jetpack?
I have my jetpack, yes.
Let's rotate to zone. Bro.
Let's go here to the station.
Okay.
Might be a bit far. We should go up here and not chill down here. Well, just
You go
as
first
Loki,
here and
I
me.
do think I'm bad, but thank you, I guess, for the compliment. Oh, there's people here.
Oh, where is he? Is he? 14, 40? Oh, he's one shot.
Yeah, I'm chasing him.
From where?
I hit him like so much.
I hit him 40. He was 41.
Dead.
Should we play the minigame? I'm gonna play a minigame.
What?
The minigame here.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You can just shoot one thing. You don't change the loot by getting more points.
No, you have to do one round. I think.
No, you can just shoot one target and then just chill. That's.
I just shot it.
I'm not lying.
5.
See, I told you. Look. Now I'm
You
gonna
wanna
do
get
it.
the
Now I will do it, and I will just shoot one target.
Bro, look at my loot.
Yo, that's insane. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Take it back,
You
please.
can take it, bro. I swear you can take it.
No. Your pump aim is good. You can keep it.
Thank you. There's 9 seconds left. Can't
Look.
you just pickaxe this shit like that? Oh, bro, it just gave me a golden.
Okay, let's go all the way as far up as possible.
Let's go
Just
from
land here. Let's land here. Can you?
Yeah. Oh. How can you do that movement?
That's what I
Oh, yeah.
mean. I like the new movement. I think it's way better.
No, the movement, like, how can you do that? Like, your movement is so good. There's a kind of jetpack.
It's far.
Yeah. Should we just jetpack?
Okay, up here.
Oh, you can't farm infinite metal. Oh, yeah. Here you can farm unlimited metals.
Oh, maybe here.
Yeah, it's the highest point. Oh, there's a green item. Do you have any AR ammo? Thank you. But you don't have an AR?
No, I play with SMG. I couldn't really find a good AR.
Wait, did you took the iron bomb?
Yo, dude,
Oh, fuck.
make your own box, okay?
Sorry. Wait. There's a-
Yeah, I'm not
Can
gonna
you
hit a
crack-
single shot with this SMG.
He's cracked.
Grief this guy. He's getting shot. He's getting keyed.
No, he's not cracked. He's downstairs.
You're white? He's dead. He's dead. Look. Here. Knock. Dead.
Nice.
Not my kill, by the way. Grief him. Just keep spraying this guy.
Yeah, he's just gonna die from his fall. Hey, let me give you all of my SMG ammo.
Oh, we pulled? Great.
can't see him because of the storm, bro. Like, oh, we just put zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, there's the epic. Oh, he's flying?
Where's he? The fuck? Front back.
Yep, I see. Is he right here?
No.
Yep.
What the fuck are you?
Down. In the bottom.
He.
70?
Nice. Oh yeah, we have just one kill.
30? Oh, he's white. He's really low.
There's someone here.
Popping a big.
You wanna chug jug?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I have a lot of heals.
Okay. Okay. There's someone here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a team.
It's 3 teams, so it's a solo and a duo left. This is solo.
There's here. This frame. So. Nu kan jag ta det.
30?
They can come. Yeah, they can.
50? 40?
Just spray them.
Another one flying.
I'm seeing. 20, 40.
I'm landing here,
He's
okay?
getting lobbied. I'm with you. He's getting lobbied. Should be fine. He's here.
I see him.
He's not in zone. Zone is here, I think.
Ah, we're in here. Is this in? Nope. Oh, we're high. We have big height.
I'm just spawning.
Watch out, he's walking here. He's looking at you.
He's looking at me.
Yeah, he loves you.
He's gonna go to the zone.
No, we're
He
in.
needs to come here.
Look, flying.
No, he's gonna go.
Yo, this SMG
Aye.
sucks. 40?
Look him. Cracked. I can't see him.
Look down here.
Oh fuck.
No, we're good.
Wait.
We're in.
Yeah, go to the zone. Just
40? 70?
I'm dead, bro. I'm cooked. My ping is so high.
I'm landing on you.
Dead! Oh my god.
Good.
She has everything. She has a triple layer and pop.
Come to me.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm coming. I need to heal. Wait. I'm dead. He didn't have any.
I have shields. If you come to me.
Yeah, I have shields also. But this kid needs to stop beefing, bro.
40?
Nice. Mealing. Checking.
I'm
Cracked. 100.
connecting.
I have 50 shot. 3 med kits. Shooting. Cracked. Dead.
Good.
Push.
Yeah, he's stuck down here. He needs to come up.
Where? I'm going.
Where is this guy?
I'm not.
No, he's dying, bro. Look at him. 18. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's so easy.
Nice. We fragged out in the last, like in the end game.
Yeah, that's when you play in the mid game, you don't want to take dumb
Push.
50-50s.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, you chill, you loot up, you get
I'm
stacked.
diamond 3.
Good shit, bro. I'm 72,000.
Oh my, bro, you're going up.
Yeah, I went up like 10,000 places.
It's good.
If you play like 7 of these games, I might be in the top 10,000.
Yeah.
Let me take a picture before we we die and I am like 100k. Alright, let's go. Let's go, bro.
Should I put this skin in?
Oh, I'm gonna eat. Wait, can you cancel, please? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go eat, and after I go eat, yeah, I'm going live again. So I'll just give me like half an hour, maybe an hour.
I also think I will go eat, and after I eat,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll
Yeah.
So if you want, we will play tomorrow. Akatabo.
Luca won the first Reload Elite Series finals, and look who's won again. Sharkatini, I've basically won 2 of the biggest Reload events this year, or the 2 biggest this year. There's no doubt in my mind, they are the best Reload team in Europe. So I'm going to jump in again and see what they're doing in this tournament. I've looked at the ones before, but let's be real, it's usually a bit of a masterclass on the Reload meta. So similar to the last time, they are a Dirty Dogs team, but you may notice something different this time if you watched the previous video, and that is that no one is contesting them. So they've managed to get the aura of having the entire of Dirty Dogs to themselves. All right, one thing I noticed this week was that teams were focusing way more on going for the supply drops. So you can see there's already a duo on this one, and Shark has just shockwaved and used a bunch of crash pads to get to this supply drop as well. As we know in Reload, if you watched any Reload tournament so far, it shows where the next zones are. So this week I feel like players have just, figured out the meta a little bit more of that hard utilizing your mobility is worth it, because you almost always get more back. Like there, Shark used 3 shockwaves to make sure he grabbed that, and he got 2 back, but he also got all of the other stuff that came with it as well, right? So say for example, if this was a little later in the game, you could use all those extra mats to then box up, build a base, like sit somewhere, and they've pretty much wasted none of their mobility because you're almost guaranteed to get some of it back. And there you go, another 3 drops straight into the middle. So your next zone's going to be pulling in this area as well. They're in Dirty Dogs, they don't even worry about it. And yet again, Shark used his shockwave to get more shockwave from this. He actually managed to get both of them. So in this game, he's opened 3 of these alone, and then he's even using the shockwaves to get out there to make sure he's back with TD. Another thing that's really important about Reload generally is that edge map teams are a bit of an advantage due to the fact that respawners will more than likely land on you, right? So from Dirty Dogs' perspective, this game it's not as important because, say, if a team spawns here, they're not going to fly all the way to Dirty Dogs because they'll die. But say in this match, for example, if someone dies around here, they can rotate into Boomin' Base to go and like try and get some loot if there's not an extra loot pile left. In this instance, here, Josh is getting, he's just end up dying out the sky. So if you're in this space, you could fly back into Boomin' Base, but this team will more than likely kill you. But instead, they end up flying into Dirty Dogs, which again, now if you're, TD, I don't know why I'm in slow-mo, let me speed up. Seeing and hearing this happen, he again, now he's down to what, like 2-3 HP, uses shockwaves. So similarly to before, teams are now, or Teeny and Shark at least, are committing more materials, more mobility usage to get more stuff out of it. A lot of teams I've just noticed in the previous finals were kind of just waiting. They're like, all right, we'll just play for endgame. Don't want to use our shockwaves too early because I know we'll use them come like moving zones or whatever. But Teeny and Shark actually utilizing a lot to get supply drops and to, get free refreshes. Oh, poor Josh. He's back up again. Fizz. Shock. That's like these early elimination points are worth so much more. You can see Akira is also camping there. He does not know where they are at all. I spotted him up above. Sorry, Josh. Just gonna be wraps. His teammate is also down below. So more shockwaves used now. I also think shockwaves in particular aren't as useful in the end game. Oh, Josh is actually putting up a fight here. I don't know how he's managed to get some loot from that. Chop out from Teeny. Yeah, over for Josh. That was actually Man, look at the output from Josh there. Almost wiped out Shark as well. Yeah, again now they see him flying through the sky and they fizz Shock just to chase. I mean, they've used almost all their mobility. Oh, actually not two. They've still got 3 of these. But if they go to the old boxes where all the loot was, there might still be some mobility left there. There's gonna be a bunch left that they can get from somewhere. This is kind of unfortunate that Teeny's actually using the drum gun this game because yeah, Josh has managed to go miles away. Now they have to commit so far into the ocean, and Josh is going towards firing Cashews, the team who killed him originally anyway. I managed to get him there. Okay, we'll spray. Now he's got no mobility left. I would imagine, though, because they had Dirty Docks uncon, there's going to be loot left, like mobility for them. Shark also is going for another supply drop. This is his 4th. And then again, you know, Zone is going to pull to them. We already know that because of the supply drop they showed there. So now he's actually Shockwave back in Storm. There's not a single team has died yet. We're still up to top 20. Like, so many teams are just staying alive for the entirety of this. He jumps straight back in. I don't know if he knew that Wavy was here right at the back. I guess he saw the respawner, maybe? And obviously that means that if the respawner's at the edge, man, this guy's putting in work. Shockwave out. Shark down to 10 HP. Milk. Is he milking? Teeny's there. Nah, okay, Teeny's there to back him up. What's happening? They're in the 1v2. More shockwaves used. Chopped out. Beautiful window into the max. Nice. And poor Wavy and Josh. They really are just going through it this match. And they can buy extra big pots. Interesting we're sticking with the splashes. I thought these were pretty bad, but I guess not in actual like high level comp. I'm just used to playing them in ranked, and then you pick them up and you're like, ah, just not worth. And not Wavy again, bro. Oh man, this is like literally the worst scenario it could be. I don't know why he keeps landing here. I mean, I guess there's probably nowhere else he can go. Where's Josh? Josh is just kind of hiding, hoping for the best. There's now currently a 2-tick Storm, so they have Medmist that he can play here. He's playing entirely max though. They've left a bunch of Slurp as well. I saw they did this in the zone earlier, and then any shield that they need to use, they're just buying more back. Oh, Wavy's trying it again, man. He's trying it again. Is he gonna die out of the sky? No, I just feel bad, man. But this is reload, man. This is reload. Oh, you can get patch ups as well. Yeah, I forgot that too. And he was actually shockwaving on him as he was spraying him. Wavy down again. That's like, that's 7 elims purely just from respawning these 2 teams. I don't think they've killed anyone else outside of these 2. That's unfortunate. And there we go. Yeah, they still go shockwaves. So Teeny still has 4 shockwaves to his name. Now Shark has a bunch of heals. I don't know if he's going to take those. No, it's going to be leftovers. So, oh, Josh is here now as well. Oh, he's off. So, like, despite the fact that the zone's over here, they are still playing entirely max. Like, they are fighting way deep into Storm inside the med. Well, yeah, I guess they use the med mist to stay alive now. It's going to turn into a 5-tick too soon. Don't have any. Well, they're just going to shock or what is going on here? I'm trying to figure out how they're going to make this rotate. There are a lot of teams using the super pads. Ah, they threw a super pad down earlier. Okay, so this is one thing. At this point in the game, I thought there'd be more people doing this in the previous major, but now using the Fizz super pad, you know, you can rotate into basically any Storm that you want to. I guess because people have been respawning and fighting over there, everyone's already aware of this and they've spotted them. Like, usually you'd be like so high enough into the sky that you'd be able to get away from that. Apparently not. Now it's a 5-tick Storm, and they're all the way down here, like miles away. They've got a slurp truck they can pop. Fizz for a little bit of HP. Popped. Shock. So now they have to use all their shockwaves. I mean, it's still like cap mats though, so it's like not a bad zone at all. Another one of their white, what do you call it, med mist grenades out. Using quite a lot of their shields and stuff as well. Shockwave. Still not like the finest rotates. Obviously the plan here was to, oh, there is sickness. I was gonna say, is there sickness in this? But apparently there is, yeah. And now I guess they're actually in a pretty good spot. Now there's like 1 shockwave and they've managed to get in. So what seemed like a bit of an odd, you know, early game, let's put it this way, gave them 8 elims just on refarming all the time. Managed to get them into this with a good position, and then the good spot on finding a fishing rod there also to grab, like, max out their white HP. That's really nice. I don't think I've seen anyone get sickness in reload yet. That's quite funny. And now they're up into a good layer as well, so they're set up for endgame really well. Love this. I noticed how, like, Swizzy ends up dying, and because T's got the fishing rod, he's trying to fishing rod up some loot. There's some loot there you could get something. What's that? Is that grappler? He goes shockwaves. He managed to get, how many shockwaves is that? Oh, it's so funny. I can't believe that, man. This fishing rod is coming so clutch. Ooh, really aggressive play also just to get straight onto the wall to go for the fight for the loot. But that capped up their brick there. I mean, obviously that team had disengaged at the box, but they basically just managed to get everything refreshed. Teeny now needs like a spray weapon at the same time. Although, oh no, he's got his drum gun there. So unfortunately, the fishing rod has done them well, but it shall be left behind. All right, we're going for an early height claim. This is 8th zone. Going to play height already from here. Wonder if how much they're paying attention to the teams up above. In reload, one of the biggest issues obviously is the fact that everyone has shockwaves, so you can easily just get chopped out by players shooting at your back. Like just there's literally one what you call it, shockwave, and they're out right now because they have fizz popped. Sure, they're not going to take any fall damage, but they fall very, very slowly. All right, zone pulls and they insta drop. T ramps up front side. I think this allows them, I was going to say, to connect, but no, they're both separately ramping on opposite sides of height. I think Shark got chopped there, yeah, which is actually quite an interesting play. They both, let me try that, look again. All right, so they're on height. They get chopped. That's not even from a shockwave. They just individually get chopped. And then they both just like ramp up individually on opposite sides. Shark gets chopped again because of the shockwaves. So obviously they're focusing a ton on height. So, you know, I can't say it's not the play. But they've wasted a lot of mats just by getting chopped over and over there. I like this that zone pulls totally max of them. This is now the 10th zone. And Teeny drops and starts building a ramp forward. And then Shark can connect. So on the zone transitions, dropping down, building up, and reconnecting in there. Genuinely, this might have been one of the most boring matches I've watched. They're just still on height. They're just still all the way up on height. And they've not been chopped once. They've just been spraying, and that's been it. The whole game comes down to 2v2. There's a 1 left. It's Kurama. They get shockwaved out, but Shark manages to hold the floor here, which is really nice. I'm trying to figure out exactly what happens though. So Shark throws a shockwave. I think this is gonna mess up. Yeah, TD's off. However, it's a good idea, assuming you don't blow your teammate into the storm, because he's hearing shockwaves from down below. So Panzer is trying to shockwave up and knock him out. As you can see, he's done exactly that. So by Shark shockwaving here, he's going to still be higher than Panzer. However, unfortunately, Panzer has actually used a fizz while doing this. So you can see he just flies past. So despite that, the shockwave didn't work out that well. So he goes for it again. Somehow that does work that time, but Panzer's still above him because he used the fizz and ends up just winning out because of that. So from Panzer's POV, he fizz shocks, doesn't work, does it again, doesn't work, does it again, then he's way up. It's the 30. Bunch of tags, nice, goes down with a pump out, good shot onto Shark, and he just takes him out. So, I mean, from boring game from Sharkatini, but that was a second with 11 elims. So much of that was just because of the fact they were able to farm no spawn. I want to check another game, obviously, because there's not a huge amount there. This is their match history here. They had a lot of very strange games, like second with 5 and 7, so very minimal. The game they won, they had 3 elims. So I want to watch this one quickly, and then I'll watch maybe one of the seconds with the higher elims. This game, we are going to see a Shark milk off the rip. Nice. God, it only takes 5 seconds to respawn. They're deep in storm in this game. It doesn't matter too much. Always funny though. So they're gonna hit the slurp truck, fizz, and then again use the super pad. This could not be more of a mag zone for them. However, they're doing it much earlier this time. Oh my god, they hit the tree. This is some sequence of events. This may actually be the world's best fizz pad. So they chop the tree down, get out there, fizz. Now use the fizz pad to go max distance. So this is 4th zone, which is still a 1, or 3rd zone, sorry. So this is way earlier. However, they did wait and they saw when the supply drop spawned. So, you know, that next zone, I mean, it's still a zone that pulls central. And based on this, you probably could have guessed it would have pulled here anyway, because can't pull out here. Could have done this or something like this, but you can kind of see this next zone is going to pull here because of that. So the fizz pad literally gets them the entire way across the map. Here to, I mean, I don't know where they're going to land. They've already marked the supply drops there. They've also marked this team, so obviously they're trying to avoid this team as they're gliding in here, and then they don't choose to stay up in the air because they've just gone overrun. So with so many people playing Storm this game, right, so many people are, oh my god, what's going on in this match, Judgy? 50% of the people are playing Storm here, most around Slurpee. So actually, interestingly, the path they took just went through everyone else and stayed away entirely. So had this been like a more south zone, it might not work that well because of the Slurpee teams, but it just flew straight over here. Very good awareness from Teeny as well to actually go to a campfire, right? He has 2 med mist in his inventory, but I swear everyone's just forgotten the spawn locations of these. In BR, I don't know where these are. In Reload, I don't know where these are. You gotta memorize the campfire locations every single season because there's so many storm strats that are so important now, and you can just not waste all of your med kits, all your med mists, whatever it is, just by memorizing this. And then as we see, more of the supply drops pop up, and yet again, they're focusing on, this time, not actually using mobility to get towards them. I guess because they're so close, there's just no real need. So from here, they'll obviously get a huge amount of materials refresh too. So by playing for these so early, of course, they can have their materials refresh, which means they can build up on height. They can kind of do whatever they want. They can rotate to other areas. They'll have more mobility too. I think that's probably a full 4 stack of shockwaves, maybe. Yeah, it's interesting they're only just playing shockwaves. No grapplers, no crash pads, nothing. Of course, Zone does pull on them, as we knew it would, because that's where the supply drops were. So I wonder if they probably just decided to stay here. They have all this extra loot. They have a bunch of extra builds built out. Like, I don't think there's any need to go deeper in. What? Huh? I'm so confused. There's a supply drop here, but there's also a supply drop here. Where's this next zone going to pull then? Is that an old one? How is there a supply? I have never seen that. How is there a supply drop spawning out here? This one I understand, because it'll show the next zone pulling this way. What is this one doing? And why why is it spawning in the storm? Maybe it's like programmed to spawn here or something, and or like off the map, and it's bugged and gone over here. That is so weird. I've never seen that before. Of course, they've done the smart thing. As you can see, they've marked it on the map. They've always marked it. I think they're just going to stay in this position up here. Like up here, there's no need to try and get deeper or anything. Even though zone's going to pull here, at some point they're going to have to rotate. They might have to rotate back depending on where the next zone pulls. So I don't think it's worth trying to get to that spot super early. And now the 6th zone's about to appear, and it does pull entirely max to this side, unsurprisingly. You know, not into the middle of storm. That is so strange. Is that like the center of the map? I swear that point where it was down here is just like the dead center of the map. That must have been bugged, and then it decided to spawn right in the middle instead or something. That's so strange. All right, they fizz. And now they just run by foot, not deciding to use any of their shockwaves, actually just using wood. I think this is one of the things that a lot of players make the mistake of, is that they get too reliant on the mobility that they have, in particular in BR and the wingsuit meta that we have. I recorded a little bit of that. If you've already watched that video earlier this week from this week's Divisional Cup from Focus and Thomas HD, they a lot of the times just rotated using wood and running whilst everyone else is trying to fly through the sky. They can just have a much freer rotate if you just path it correctly. And, you know, something that Teeny Shark doing here, not really too much of a surprise. But look at this rotate. Straight down the edge, off the map. Like, beautiful line of sight rotate to go all the way around. I wonder if they'll swim back up, or if they're going to sit here. No need to, like, go across the hill where they'd be held by all of these teams. Like, all of this congestion around here is super messy, whereas they're just building under. Are they going to sit on, like, under a ramp as well? Yeah, like, not even going to box up. This is also interesting. The camping on cones, the Kosteninox strat, the goat. Sitting under a stair, everyone just thinks you're not there, and you can just full box them if someone runs over the top of it. I mean, spoiler, they're down in the water. No one is running past that, but still. All right, bit of a stinky other zone for them. 7th, is it? Yes, 7th zone pulls entirely max. All right, they fizz. Now they're just running up, actually. They're going to attempt to reuse the crash pad from in there. Boxed it up safely. Maybe not. They're spending their time. Okay, they got up, they elevated, they used the shockwave, and now they're running south. So this was the dead side, but of course, like, this is just a mess. Everyone's kind of running through the center. They're taking their time, trying not to get held. Wavy and King Josh down to their right. You know, they're guys who they farmed in the previous. It's interesting they're... Ooh, almost in the full piece. Wavy's almost in it. Love how Teeny just plays pump out, man. Wavy and Josh have just been absolutely focused by Teeny and Shark. Obviously, that wasn't intentional. They didn't know it was them, but 3 points. Here's the thing, right? Because in Reload, like, everyone's so passive for the most part during the mid-game, so many people at this point in the match, like 7th zone, 8th zone, have tons of builds. Like, Wavy here died with 96, right? He's in the full piece. He jumps out, boxed again, and he's dead. 86 builds, and Shark and Teeny had what? 113, 130. So that means, like, there's so many extra builds left over here that they can just tarp in, right? Like, the 8th zone, if I fast forward here, ends up pulling west back to kind of where they were, and they pre-tarp, now pulls back. Like, if they need, they can spend any of the, like, you know, tarp a couple boxes in the amount of extra free mats that they have, or they can just shockwave in. Don't think they're going to end up needing to, because there's everyone right above them. They just block their head. I guess they can just bounce, maybe. Do they even need to use a shockwave in this rotate? Let's see. Yeah, they're trying to get focused. Now it is time. Yeah. All right, sprinting with a shockwave. Yep. Staying low. Really nice little bump there to kind of keep themselves going. A little slide jump, whatever you want to call it. Get separated. Shark's a little bit at the back. He's fine. Doesn't need to waste too many mats to anything. Nice. Oh, literally 3 builds or 2 builds used there to get back together. Then the fizz used. Didn't end up wasting any of the slurps. You can see he wanted to do it. Getting their tops pieced now. This is something that's really smart. They scout and they need to get into this nice zone. They just build a wall. They make sure they're in their own individual boxes. Like, using a shockwave in endgame is always a disaster, right? So he ends up shockwaving and then throwing a medmist so they can survive in the storm here. So they can just sit and sure they start to get focused and sprayed a little bit. But they just make the entire rotate for completely free, just using 2 shockwaves. And they don't run that risk of, like, you shockwave, I throw. Oh my god, Teeny's getting absolutely packed down right now. Throw the medmist. Yeah, nice. We don't run that risk of, like, potentially you throw a shockwave and your teammate flies to the other direction. Same thing again. Shark just shockwaved off. Teeny doing the same thing. Just up for height. Just why not? Just literally shockwave up for height. All right. Okay. Fair enough. I guess they are height at all costs type of team in Reload then. You know, zone pulls max. They just say, you know what? I'll pop the slurp. I'm going up. Kills Howley to storm. Let's see what Shark did there. The Shark just shockwaves up. Bonks his head. Catches himself and shocks again. Pumps. Well, good. I was gonna say good beam. That's literally one shot onto Lusha. Howley's up. He's trying to shockwave him off. Good shot onto him too. Pablo drops down. So many players flying to the front side. So basically, like 10th zone. You know what? We're just shockwave and take. Like, why even do that? Like zone pulls max. I'm trying to figure out like the thought process. Like, how did we decide? Yeah, we're gonna shockwave height here since they're like backside zone. Can't scout. He's like intentionally shockwaving up to try and take height here. It could have been because they were backside, right? So they're fully backside underneath. They've just healed. They're a little bit in storm. So shockwave up. There's a potential you chop out height if you do that because, you know, if they're not like sky basing, kind of like they are. But I guess this is, I mean, this is literally just like a full psycho height play. Just like, why not? We got shockwaves. Fly up. Go for it. The way that Teeny played this is also really good because as you can see, he flew up, landed on top, built up. Lusha was here. Whoever shockwaved on his height. Yeah, so as soon as Howley goes up, he builds this, right? Where there's like 2 walls, just some builds on top of it just to protect himself. I mean, Chino's getting involved here now too. But because he did this, obviously he protects his top from Howley landing on river. But then he can just chop him out. You know, you can just chop him out from that point. Howley then shockwaves. It blows Chino into storm as well, but oh, Chino almost managed to grapple on, which probably would have killed Teeny there, to be honest with you. But just by placing like a wall on the floor above, the other player's always going to connect to it up above. So you just then have the ability to chop them out right after that. I think reload kind of is just like a battle of the psychos, right? Like they get chopped, they fall down here, as you can see. Good timing to fizz and good awareness. Then as they drop, Teeny builds a bunch of floors, sees Demish going up, the bang, runs in the face, goes for the big pump, but doesn't because he managed to stay alive. And then Teeny's like, you know, I'm just going to shockwave back up. And he's in someone's box. Hits the bang. Now he's way into storm. Catches himself on a bunch of floors. Flies himself back in as well. He should be fine with the white health because he managed to get, managed to get Siphon. And Shark's been holding height this whole time. Whoever psychos height, I'm not going to say whoever psychos height wins because that's not true. But like the level of just, hey, let's just shockwave up and we'll fight them and we'll be better is kind of insane actually. Look how they end up dying here too, right? They don't end up winning this game. This is 3rd place for them. They've got nomads. 1 build, 5 builds for Teeny. Teeny's jumping back. Oh yeah, spoiler. I'll just say that. Shark jumps in to disrupt. Bang! So Yapko has tons of space. He builds a floor. What a shot. How do you hit that? That is insane. Gets another shot onto Chino. He goes down. He's got storm sickness. And then he dies. So as Shark is doing that, Teeny, he just split him his gold here. Jumps over. W awareness. Patch up. Med kits. Another patch up maybe to win the heal off. Yeah, another patch up. Teeny's actually just a genius. I swear to God. Outside of just shockwaving on height like an absolute psychopath. Like he's genuinely, his game plans are always so smart. Bunch of random other stuff here. Teeny gets banged in this end game and just shockwaves himself deep into storm, like way in. But because I was gonna say because he had the med mist. Did he throw that? Did he just wait, maybe where's that med mist gone? Hold on. Did he throw that earlier? Where's that? I was gonna say he threw a really smart med mist. Where's it gone? Oh, he missed. Okay, yeah. So he shockwaved himself into storm. He did. That was his med mist. Okay, so he shockwaved himself into the safe zone, like way at the front here. And then he's got a slurp and he's got a med mist that he can get on. So he basically got himself out of that really sticky situation by like tanking a ton of storm at the front side. And it's something they actually do a lot. You notice here they're kind of in a really rough spot, right? They're like backside. There's a team in front of them. There's all this mess in front. Like that's a tough rotate. So they just chuck a shockwave, jump straight into the storm at the front, drop down one of the med mists, get themselves a little tarp going, and they can just sit here and wait for the zone to then rotate into them. That is the 3rd one of those I've seen so far, and I'm just kind of skipping through games. There was also another strat that they attempted, which as you can see right now, 2 launch pads. Now, look at through the matches, they actually only tried this once. I know a lot of other teams did this, and a lot of people in NA also started to adapt to this meta as well. But in game number 2, which was their 3rd worst game, they took 2 launch pads. That means that Shark is the only one with the shockwaves. So he had 4. Basically, all the rotations before this were using the shockwave, basically just to get in or just tarp in. As you notice there, same thing, using the med mist, shockwave front side, sit and chill. This is in the 9th zone, so this is still like relatively early. It's the first moving zone. Is the 8th first moving zone in reload? I don't know. It's early into the moving zones. That's all I need to know. And they're still holding the 2 launch pads up until this point. But like this is a prime scenario where the shockwave med mist might have been good because Teeny's getting, you know, pieced down on low. He's getting sprayed. He's getting pushed up. They're in like an awkward situation, right? They're not even in storm yet, as you can see from there. Used a ton of mats because of this. So by carrying the launch pad, they've kind of messed themselves up a little bit here since, you know, they probably wouldn't be able to get out of that scenario, or maybe even would have been on a higher layer had they both had. Nah, they probably wouldn't have because they used the strategy to hold storm. Either way, I think it would have been fine. Now they jump out again. hit the Fizz launch pad now into the 10th zone. Now this flies them miles up into the sky. Shark also goes up. Pixie and I can't remember. Swizzy is Pixie and Swizzy. Yeah, notice them on height, but I think they even just stopped trying to spray them because they're just so high up. And if obviously you can stay circling your head, it's just really difficult to actually get shots on here. So they stay flying up and then they drop down to skip like basically what is an entire moving zone. But in all honesty, I actually just don't think this strategy is really that good, at least in the way they did it here, because it's one entire inventory slot for 2 launch pads. So you could use this strategy twice, but the opportunities to use it twice really are not there. Like you can see he was thinking about using it there, I think, to try and do it again in this moving zone, but they're getting too focused from height, and that height team can basically always just grief you. And that means if you're carrying the launch pads, that's just like 4 shockwaves that you're not actually carrying. And you can see how many mats they've wasted up until this point. One thing I also like about is worth mentioning about this team is they're always quite like relatively balanced as well. Like you think of Shark as the heavy fragger, but they basically have the same amount of eliminations, same roughly damage ratio too. KD ratios, I was gonna say, where are they? Where is KD ratios? Usually not that important, but when you're playing reload, it actually is. Am I completely blind? Oh my god, where is it? Hold on, let me hide this for a second. There we go. KD ratio 1.5 in comparison to 2.44, but that's because Shark in a few of the games didn't actually see it in any of the matches that I was showing in this video. Would solo drop on a different drop spot to try and get a bunch more eliminations. So yeah, his KD's a little bit, but yeah, relatively balanced team. They're very, very well paired together. Let's say Teeny's a genius, Shark's a crazy fighter. Teeny and Shark together fight incredibly well as well. Hope you liked the video. Like it, subscribe. Peace. Cammy and Seti's strategy starts from the moment they hit the ground. Because this bus path is on the relatively north side of the zone, that means that players are going to be flying relatively far to get down to the drop spots that are on the south. That means that when Cammy and Seti land, Cammy can instantly run to a hammer AR and get 48 damage of Storm Surge on players that are flying through the sky. This is a strategy they've used in nearly every single season, including Chapter 2 Season 8 when they actually won FNCS. Once they've landed, they really have 2 priorities in their early game. The first one is obviously metal. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know early game harvesting metal is the most important thing you can pretty much do, and the second is speed. Notice how basically everything that Cammy and Seti do here is about efficiency. Seti is destroying these ammo boxes using the ramps rather than harvesting and pickaxing through them because that saves time. He does this repeatedly throughout his entire looting path. Not only this, his looting path is extremely replicable. He does the exact same path every single game over and over again, which shows just how practiced this path actually is. Repeatedly doing the same path every single game will speed it up and make it as efficient as possible, but they also use the chrome splashes to be able to rotate faster. In every single game, Seti uses these chrome splashes at exactly the same position, just to move a little bit further towards the vault. One of the most interesting parts of high-level Fortnite competitive games is how 2 teams that are very close to each other will end up interacting with one another. In this situation, Seti is going to the vault. Now, he's practiced this so many times that he knows there's a huge amount of bushes down below, and there's a bunch of teams in the surroundings that will sit and camp in these bushes and try and take advantage of the fact that he's split from his duo. To counter this, he ends up building up high onto a ramp in an angle where he'll be able to look down inside of those bushes and see if there's any players in them. But because Trulex and Chicho, a team that lands near them in Rocky Reels, have played against them for so long, they know they're going to be going to the vault, meaning that he can set up and get a couple easy more Storm Surge tags onto Seti whilst he's going to loot the vault. Interesting enough, in the next game, Seti places more walls to protect himself from this angle and scouts the entire of Rocky Reels before dropping down to ensure he doesn't get tagged and lose this HP. Because Cammy and Seti land in the mid-map, when they pull a south zone here, they can throw a lot of these extra heals they have from looting the vault and looting the area around them into the base that they're sitting in. Most notably, notice how many med mists they have in here to heal up their white heals. This is so that they can stay in this exact position as teams rotate past them into the zone, and they can shoot them in the back, giving them a ton of Storm Surge damage. But the most important part is the timing in which they leave this zone. The time in which they choose to leave is roughly 10 seconds before the 3rd zone has fully closed, as this means when they're in the sky, the 4th zone will appear and they can choose where they want to land. In this game, they land in the center of the 4th zone, which gives them an easy rotate to the next zone, the 5th one, and ultimately they end up winning this game, which is the catalyst for them winning the entire tournament. However, this strategy isn't always going to work because there's some games where the zone will be too far away and there's not other balloons that you can end up continuing this path from. So what Cammy and Seti end up doing is carrying some shield bubbles in their inventory. Cammy and Seti know the spawn locations of the boats around the map, so they can just simply throw this on top of one and rotate safely into the next zone. I did cover this earlier in a video this week, however I really want to go in depth with this strategy because this was a huge part of their success. And it's not only that they know how to use bubble shields, they know how to play around them when other teams use them. In this situation, Reason and Aqua are below Storm Surge and getting tagged for it. They throw a bubble shield on top of the box that Cammy and Seti are on to create a secluded fight that no one can third party. Now, being a defensive team in a fight where no one can third party means you're already starting the fight at a disadvantage. So as soon as the shield bubble pops, Cammy and Seti ensure that they change layers so that they're on the outside of it and that another team can then intervene if they need to. Since Aqua and Reason are below Storm Surge, there's a lot of pressure on them already, and this layer change and being more exposed in the fight amplifies that even more. This essentially forces Aqua and Reason to make a hyper aggressive play and jump in the box. And because they've got low HP from being tagged A from the players third partying and B from the Surge, this gives Cammy and Seti the upper hand and allows them to pick up 2 easy eliminations despite the fact that Seti actually goes down. In this situation, I was trying to analyze and predict what Seti and Cammy would do. Now they have 2 launch pads, however they're on a very low layer. Since they've pulled this first moving zone, they can just use 1 launch pad to fully make it into this next zone. So what I imagine they would do would be build up, get to a good layer, spray some players at the back, and then use that launch pad to just fully skip the first moving zone. Now this is a fair assumption because this is what they do in a lot of their games. If we take game number 6, you can see them sprint to the front side of zone, build up a few layers, spray the players at the back, and then hit this launch pad to take them fully through the first moving zone. And a small side tangent on how this is actually possible, if you notice they were flying from the balloon and the place they decided to land was on the far side of this 5th zone, which if you know anything about this is the dead side. So notice how there's no real players around them to the north. This means that when that next zone, the first moving zone, pulls up towards that north, they have complete free reign just to sprint up to that way, get ahead, and then build up a few layers so they can take this pad from there. But back to game 1, because this is not what they actually end up doing. You see, Seti and Cammy's brain is much bigger than mine, and they remembered that they have a bunch of old builds on low ground that they could just start to edit their way through without wasting anything at all. Not only this, they have a bunch of spare mats left right at the end of this, meaning that basically at the end of the first moving zone, they're capped, and have 2 launch pads. Now, Cammy and Seti have cemented themselves a legacy as the best mid to low ground team in EU. However, if you've been paying attention and you were watching the FNCS Invitational, when you saw them on height in game number 1, it should come as absolutely no surprise to you. They've been switching up their gameplay all year to try and win more games because this will give them a larger point individual matches, but they'll be able to keep the consistency, therefore being able to win tournaments rather than just continually placing in the top 10. Now there are a lot of really interesting intricacies on how they retake height. Let's continue on with game number 1 as a good example. After they've hit this launch pad, they land relatively high, and for the entire second moving zone, the 7th zone, they stay very close to second height. They stagger, aka stop, 3 different times throughout this rotation. And every single time that they do this, they're looking up at height, seeing if there's an opportunity to spray it out. And pretty much throughout the entire rotation, Cammy is looking up, trying to spray out that team up there. Now that team up there is Vino and Queasy, and they know how to hold high ground, so it's not an easy task by any means. Come to the end of this zone, and now you're into the zone transitions. And this is where opportunities open up for taking high ground or low ground. So in this zone transition, Cammy and Seti down below still have a lot of materials. Since they've been spraying Queasy and Vino up on high ground a lot, and the materials they had been using was purely wood for a long time, it's easy to assume that they have very minimal materials. So what they do is create a 2x2 box down in this zone transition to give them enough space to work with, and they can see that Queasy starts to get aggressive onto the wall, which is the telltale sign yet again that they need a refresh and are lower on materials. After Cammy chunks him back for a mid 30 damage shot, the basic minimum, both Cammy and Seti double crank out the front side of the zone with a synchronized double ramp. They ensure they're sprinting at the same time, so placing ramps, sprint, placing ramps, sprint to get extra speed. However, this retake is secured by 4 wooden ramps, which although it doesn't sound like a lot, takes time to shoot through, meaning they instantly grab high ground from Queasy and Vino, and from there on, win the game. The fact that they were on a high layer throughout the majority of the second moving zone and were continually draining the materials of Queasy and Vino, who still had height at that time, gave them the opportunity to then retake it with this nice, 2018 style double ramp rush. But of course, there is a lot of issues when you're the team who's second height. If the team up on height has a lot of ammo and still has materials, they're just going to completely lobby focus you.
But this is something that in game number 6, Kami and Seti dealt with in a fantastic way. We've covered a lot of shield bubble strategies from them already, but continuing to carry a shield bubble into endgame actually allows you to play a second height layer. As soon as you start to get focused by height and from the rest of the lobby, just throw down the shield bubble, get yourself time to heal, and you're instantly going to lose that focus. I said shield bubbles were one of the best items in the game. This is now 3 different examples of how Kami and Seti have used them to win this tournament. Now this is through second moving zone, however there's other situations I saw of them pressuring high ground and manipulating the full lobby. Now if we look at game number 11, they do the same strategy as we talked about earlier on, where they get ahead of the zone and use that single launch pad to get them through the first moving zone. However, in this situation, high ground is a total mess, so rather than spraying backwards, they actually spray forwards onto the teams up on height and chop them all out. Now what this does is that any team going for high ground at this moment is going to be draining a ton of materials. This doesn't mean that they're going to take high ground now, this means that they're preparing for it later by already weakening some of the teams up there. In this instance, this is Macwood and Canada, and they end up actually going to take height from them almost 2 full zones later when they chop them out, pick up Canada, and then crank up. So their playstyle is very mid-ground heavy, but they're always having a constant yet safe way to pressure and manipulate the high ground players. Now, of course, the final winning moment was them going 2v2 up against Queasy and Vino. Whoever wins the fight wins the biggest tournament of the last 3 years. And I've broken that entire fight down and the entire tournament of the FNCS Invitational in this video right here. So after you've liked and subscribed, click right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to be a movie. It's finally time that I put in the work to get to Unreal. I've never uploaded a video of me getting to Unreal, but today that changes. I'm going to sit down and try to get to Unreal in less than 12 hours. All solo, all by myself. We're going to be starting from gold rank, and we're going to be on my alternate account because on my main account, I'm not in gold. I wanted to go as far back as possible. So on my alt account, we are in gold. Can I speed run from gold to Unreal in less than 12 hours? This is the most Fortnite I've ever played in one single span period. I've never played Fortnite this much ever in a long time. So all I ask is that you just drop a like on the video for it taking a lot of effort, but enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to start this challenge. We're at gold 3 at the very beginning of this. And as you guys know, you got to get the platinum, you got to go through 1, 2, 3, then you got to go diamond, 1, 2, 3, elite champion, then unreal. How long is it going to take me, a somewhat terrible, okay, I don't want to say terrible because a lot of you guys think I'm pretty decent, but I think I'm terrible Fortnite fighter. All right, let's go into this, see how long it's going to take, and hopefully it doesn't take forever, dude. You know, this could take days. This could take weeks. No, it's not going to take that long. I'm confident enough that this should take at least a day, I think. All right, the timer has begun and we're getting medallion, bro. Let's go. Alrighty, there's one. My aim was kind of crazy there. I have no extra shield right now, bro. Neither does that guy. Sorry, Dark Pickle. Was he chasing? It looks like he was chasing somebody. Wow. Wow. All right, we got to grab the medallion. I need shield, dude. Oh my God, bro. Dude. Bro, okay. I can't die to this guy right now. There's no way. Can you fucking die? Damn. Holy shit. There's a guy in the freaking... Wait. What? Oh, I have an AR. I thought I had a sniper. Wow. Bro. Dude, I thought I had a sniper. Are you like what? Oh my lord. The fuck is that? I ain't never seen that shit before. What? Oh, there's a guy in this car. I'm gonna kill him real quick. Yeah, thank you. Hello? Dude, like, fuck am I? Bro. Oh my lord. I gotta kill this guy. This guy's pissing me off, bro. Bro. All right, pulls to this last guy. Let's kill him real quick. Bro. I have no mats, bro. I swear. I did not even want to do that. Jeez. Okay. I don't know if I like the auto. It's not my playstyle. I mean, if it's a mythic, I'll pick it up, but just the auto is just not my playstyle, man. I prefer a pump. But that was a good first game, I guess. We should 100% be out of gold. Platinum 1. Wow, Platinum 1 65%. Let's go. That's really good. All right, I just added what rank I am at the bottom and what percentage, so you guys can get an idea, just to make it a little bit easier. Oh my God, who sits there? Dude, what the? Dude, what the am I playing? Well, we went up 2%. Let's go. All right, back at it again. Oh my God, bro. Bro. Like, what is that mythic? I've actually never seen this yet. I have no idea what this is. Is it good? I don't even know what it does. I genuinely have no idea what it does. Oh, it's like movement too. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'll carry it. I don't even know what it is. Wait, can you take fall damage? I want to test this. No, you can't.
Go to Unreal, speed and install only 55. Rank 4 now.